Dwayne Johnson addresses claims he pees in bottles and arrives late to set. That happens.
Dwayne Johnson has finally responded to previous claims that he frequently arrived late to film sets and had an unusual habit of urinating in bottles instead of using the restroom. He acknowledged that, while he has occasionally arrived late to film sets, it hasn't been as frequent as reported. Dwayne Johnson also confirmed the rumors that he sometimes uses a bottle to relieve himself on film sets. The actor insists his tardiness on set was limited to only a few occasions. In an interview with GQ magazine, Johnson addressed rumors about his on-set behavior that had gone viral earlier in the year. Back in April, insiders revealed to the Wrap that the WWE legend often arrived late to set and, at one point, missed up to 8 hours in a single day. Some even claimed he occasionally skipped entire days, which increased the cost of production by a massive amount. In response to the claims, Johnson acknowledged that, on some occasions, he couldn't avoid being late. However, he insisted that the number of instances isn't nearly as high as reported. "Yeah, that happens," the Jumanji star confirmed the lateness rumors, per the Daily Mail. "But not that amount, by the way. That was a bananas amount. That's crazy. Ridiculous." He went on to deny the additional claim that he sometimes skipped entire days of production, calling it bullshit. Dwayne Johnson admits to peeing in bottles while on set. Another claim made to the Wrap stated that the movie star had a peculiar habit of using a bottle when he needed to relieve himself. Although public restrooms were often available nearby, he reportedly never bothered to use them in those instances. On set, away from his trailer, if he needs to pee, he doesn't go to the public bathroom, a source told the publication at the time. They added about the actor: "He pees in a Voss water bottle, and his team, or a PA, has to dispose of it." When asked about the claims of peeing in the bottle by GQ magazine, Johnson shockingly admitted that they were true, saying, "Yeah, that happens." However, he didn't bother explaining why he chose to relieve himself that way, instead of using the public restrooms like other cast and crew members on the set. The actor's colleague defended him against the lateness claims. As part of the interview, GQ magazine also spoke with Johnson's co-star on Red One, Chris Evans, and director Jay Kasdan. Evans shared that on days that Johnson would come late, it had already been worked into the schedule, so it wasn't a case of people waiting around for him. "It's not like he's late unexpectedly, and I wouldn't even call it late," Evans told the Men's Magazine about his co-star. "He comes in slightly later on certain mornings, but it's part of the plan. It's worked into the schedules, and everyone knows it, so he shows up when he's scheduled to show up." As for Kasdan, he shared that despite having a lot going on, Johnson never missed a day of work ever. The director continued, "He can be late sometimes, but such is Hollywood. That's the case with everybody. Honestly, I've made 3 big movies with him. I've never seen him be anything but great to every single person on the set." Dwayne Johnson had an emotional encounter with an aspiring actor at Red premiere. At the London premiere of Red One on November 6th, Johnson shared a heartfelt moment with a 13-year-old aspiring actor. The encounter ended with a warm hug, leaving the young actor visibly emotional. Later, Johnson reflected on the encounter, sharing that seeing the young actor's emotional reaction deeply moved him. "I'm always really moved when young boys cry in front of me," Johnson said in a statement per the Daily Mail. "Stops me in my tracks because us boys never want to be emotional in front of people, let alone cry in front of grown men we look up to." Johnson also commended the kid's act of maintaining his composure throughout their brief meeting. "I'm proud of this kid, keeping his composure, keeping his sense of humor, keeping his manners, all while fighting back his tears," the actor added. Dwayne Johnson once struggled with his mental health. In an interview with E! News, Johnson spoke about learning to appreciate the importance of talking through his problems. The former WWE star shared that it was a lesson he learned after years of struggling with his mental health as a young man. Johnson got very open and honest about the pressure he felt to be a man and keep his feelings wrapped tightly and hidden away. He said, I grew up an only child and a dude. And, it's not in our nature to just talk about it because it makes us feel vulnerable. We don't want to feel vulnerable, he continued. It makes us feel weak. We shouldn't feel weak. We should have our SHD together. But that's not life.